Throughout the 70s, in fact, into mid-80s in South Africa, is because it was so clear about what is the problem in society. We must remember that Black consciousness comes after the 60s, where a Sharpeville massacre had happened, the liberation movement, the PAC and the ANC had been banned, leaders were in prison. So these young people were not just university students. The most important thing to remember is, still because Black consciousness is not about students, it's about what is the central problem in South Africa. The central problem is white racism, which comes from the dispossessions of Black people's land. So as a result of this, you've created a racist society which was systemic. In other words, laws and practices, the whole state of South Africa was based on exclusion of Black people by force, but also by ideas. And I mean, this is the key question, because contribution is at the level of the mind. After dispossession, oppression, and alienation, there were two complexes that emerged in South Africa: white superiority complex and Black inferiority complex. The thing is that both Black people and white people internalized this and naturalized it. So it is okay for Black people to live in township, in squatter camps, to be landless, to be poor. And on the other hand, white people directly benefiting from the oppression of Black people and to have all this security. It has been naturalized by both Black and white. So what Biko did with Black consciousness was to disrupt this natural order of things. Say, no, it is not correct. This country belongs to Black people, and we are oppressed people, and we must take it back. And ourselves as Black people, see, because thing is, ourselves as Black people must be the agents of that change. You know, white people will come and join us in our struggle because they are beneficiaries of the problem we're trying to deal with.
Now, 38 years on, these are very great ideals, but how do we implement those practically in today's society, in a democratic South Africa?
Democratic South Africa did exactly what Biko said you must not do. People want that. If we have integration, in other words, white people and Black people just get together without resolving the central question that divided us, the land question, the oppression of Black people, reparations for Black people, we'll have a false freedom, which is what we happened since 1994. So the ideas that people want us against of the Freedom Charter of neoliberalism, and some of which were driven by Mandela, for 20 years now we know they've not worked. What would work in South Africa is Black consciousness, and Black consciousness centers Black people. The first question, of course, is going to be land. We need to get our land back, and we can't buy this land back because it's stolen land. But also the mind. You know, Black people, we have to work again with the mind of Black people, because ANC government is in